Hello all, and welcome back. I thought it was probably smart if I pop on here at the end and try and give you a bit of context to what you've just watched. Otherwise it might not make a great deal of sense. Lots of new things happening in this video that you've not seen before on this channel. Playing with tractors in different ways and all of this. So let me just grab a bucket of chip and I'll let you know what's going on. So we've been waiting very patiently over the last 4 years-ish to expand our horizons, and I've been pestering the farmer to let us buy the field around us, basically. And yeah, it was worth the wait. It's always been a bit weird being here, because very quickly we realised that we were going to want, you know, if we were going to live here forever, we would outgrow it very quickly, and we have. We've got a lot of stuff and a lot of ideas crammed into a very small little square. I mean, it's not small, you know, I know what you're thinking. It's not small compared to like your house in the UK, for example. We're still on a fairly big square of grass. But obviously life is very different here to the UK. There's a lot more things that you need to survive, really, if you want to do it yourself and not have to rely on other people all the time. Then you need kit. You need space to put that kit. You need to be able to make your own wood and plough snow, and you know, there's so many things. Growing food, this is obviously a big one. You don't have to do that, but with the sort of price of food nowadays, and you know, the fact that we live an hour away from the nearest town, it is very beneficial to us if we can grow as much as we can. So yeah, we've always known that we kind of needed to buy it, but it's never been available for, you know, well, they didn't want to sell it, basically. Which is fair enough. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I'm convinced that when all the planets lined up a few weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, something happened then. That was all for our benefit, no one else in the world. They did that just for us, and something changed. And then it became available. So that's where we're at, basically. All of this around here is now part of this, which I never thought I'd actually be saying, but I am. I am saying it. What that basically translates to is, this is it now. This is now our home forever. I mean, why would we ever want to move, you know? And that is a really nice feeling. I mean, the whole time we've been here, everything's always felt a little bit temporary. There's always been that thought in the back of our heads, like, well, if it's not exactly what we want, then we might have to move somewhere else. So I've always had that when I've been building things or, you know, doing new projects. I've always had that annoying thought in my mind. So the plan is to try and make this place as self-sufficient as we can. I mean, it will never be completely, you know. There's always going to be something. We're always going to want vehicles and things like this. We're not going to start trying to manufacture our own bloody biofuel or anything like that. But to a point, at least with food and most of the food, you know, the staple stuff. I mean, we're not gardeners. We don't know much about this. And yet we've already managed to grow a lot, you know. Our potato supply saw us through most of the winter, and there's so much more we can do. So that's why the first job is establishing the new garden. Because then we can plant in it this year. Obviously this is all going to be a very slow process, because essentially we're starting from scratch. What we have is just a bare field that is currently ploughed, which is not ideal, but we made a deal with the farmer and they're going to come and do a sort of cheapish method and put it all back to grass. So it won't be the full expensive method that they would normally do, but that's okay because we just want it grass, you know. It's not much use to us as just a massive load of mud. But of course we don't want this bit grass because that would be pretty stupid. So that's why I've cordoned this off, marked it out, and getting on with it, really. But oh, there's going to be so much more, so much more. The excitement, you've got no idea. I think you lot will enjoy this as well. Building a, what do you want to call it, homestead, small holding farm, essentially. It's going to be a farm from nothing, from level ground. Obviously we've already got the buildings and stuff, so yeah, starting from scratch, which is kind of nice, because then we're not living in someone else's ideas. We get to figure it out for ourselves, figure out what we want, where we want it. It's going to be fun, very fun. Now, you saw me at the beginning of the video going with the cultivator. I borrowed it from a friend for the tractor. I cultivated this first because, yeah, made it like that, because the actual ploughed field, not so good. But flattened it all off with that tool and then started making the garden. But I won't go through it too much what we're doing. I mean, it's, you know, just preparation, making beds, making paths with wood chip that we got for nothing. So cardboard on the ground. And the plan is to try and film as much of this as I can. I'm going to aim for a video a week. We'll have to see how it goes. But there's always going to be something going on, so should be good. Really looking forward to it. I mean, what, like, what more could you want? That as the backdrop. I don't think I've shown all of you. That forest was cut down last winter, which we weren't too happy about, you know, because we got used to it being there. But now that it's gone, it's actually kind of nice. I'm not going to lie to you. Opens things up a bit. But there you go. I'm going to carry on out here for a little while, finish my path, and just enjoy the end of the day. Nice evening now. It's been pissing it down all day. But I hope you will all enjoy following along on this new part of the adventure, let's say. It's going to be good. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Catch you in a bit.